Oh, people are killing me. No radiance, every relic is the same. Yeah, it's political humor. What do you guys do here? I feel like a dad that just arrived and the kids have the toys everywhere and we're about to have, like, visitors over. What did you kids do? Okay, no more radiant for you guys. Okay, no more pizza night. That's it. Until you clean your room, no more pizza night. We gotta keep pizza night, then clean the room. What is happening? Yo, kiddos. If you don't have an amp for this, it's fine, but what were you guys doing over here? My old ancient PC is too good for this game. That's all I know. Because too many enemies are spawning. How does an ancient PC from like 2016 spawn more enemies than a fucking console, man? Indeed, it's like it's fine if a mobile iOS can spawn enemies if you're a host. Don't worry, they're not using a Leica frame. Don't worry, they're not using a Leica frame, okay? Those guys did not randomly, for some reason, select my item that is worth 3 platinum instead of 2. And then a 3 platinum item, you sit on it for the entire month and it doesn't sell. Because everybody else is selling it for the same price. Do you all get 10? Mother, that is not it on it. Kids!
Just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. This discovery might interest you. Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exalizer.
Oh my god, wow, that was clutch because Quinn keeps on talking. That was clutch. He actually got 10 just in time. Quinn talking actually saved them. Oh my god, that's so funny. Exalizer are gone. Oh shit, I still only have 7 reactants. Where is it? And Quinn keeps on talking. If we're just gonna do 2, it's not worth it then. Okay, extract. Extract. You should have extracted without me having... Oh, please, don't... Please, not half an hour of getting stuck in this loading screen. This is why I don't want to be host.
Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running. Good work. You did all you could out there.
Okay, no matter what, I'll literally not be host. I wish there's an options that, like, you know, you can go here and be, don't want to be host. Who is talking? Honestly, D, could you not even try with the text?
What talks in riddles? She stopped me the other day. Think me, she did. For that which I am yet to do. I asked her what. She said, rewriting future history by pausing a stranger. I suppose that's what I'm doing this moment, isn't it? Ew, I don't like this. I must get back to work.
Are you Chipper's girlfriend? Who are you? What the fuck is she speaking? I don't know, something about job, you know, in this economy we have to do job. I was like, why is it taking 2 hours for my bolts to reach over there? By the way, why is there serious lack of enemies in these maps? In the arbitrations? You have more enemies? Where are the enemies?
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
Have you now?
Activating it will buy you more time.
Okay, I remember that. There isn't enough enemy to even incarnate on the Praedos. Okay, I need to abuse this. By the way, fun fact. Ember with the Praedos does more damage than a Valkyr. Is that why they're making Valkyr gonna have like 300% more damage or something stupid like that? You know, I have a feeling the reason D has lots of problems with Warframe balance is because, honestly this is my opinion, because I don't think they have a calculator that does the math for them. I think D needs to build in a calculator in their studio that actually does the math to see what's going on. Instead of spending all those years trying to copy Path of Exile, and the way they're trying to make money, D maybe should copy the way, you know, the committee did math back then in Path of Exile. All the nerds, all the sweaty nerds out there. I mean, you guys copy the wrong thing, don't you? Oh my god, finally a Vita. No, it matters. These are terrible drop rates, man. You get maybe like 1 every 10 minutes. So every half an hour, you maybe get like 3. Honestly, the Vita's drop rates suck, man. By the way, D, also something else. Ember can headshot with the Praedos. Can Valkyrie do that? I don't know what the range on her claws is, but I'm just saying. Like, where are all the enemies? I don't understand this map. I don't understand the arbitration maps. They're so bad. Is this intended? I was in Steel Path, no? When I selected this? Yeah, I was. I don't think arbitration have a Steel Path thing, but like, is this intended? This spawn rate? I mean, what can I do, man? People come here with Hydroid, and I just checked the wiki yesterday, the newer one. It confirms the Hydroid doesn't drop more Vitas. In fact, it seems to slow down the spawn rates, and like Hydroids just come in this map all the time, and you know, like, what can I do? I have to solo it then. It's not my fault, man. Barely 10 minutes, I'm already tired with this map. Help, I'm stuck! Ah, thank you! Oh my god, my dude, what? Seriously, D, what's with the spawn rate? I don't understand. Where are the enemies? I remember there are more enemies than this. Did they bug out these maps? I remember the first time I did this, it was absolutely brutal. Enemies were just keep on pouring in. Like, you barely had any time to breathe. Also, it was a survival with infested enemies and toxin procs everywhere. So what happened? Did they nerf this as well? Also, I'm sorry, what did I get out of that? Oh, aerodynamics. What the fuck am I good with that? Hey, oh boy. Oh boy, this is fun. This is fun. Right? What were those Morphics doing there? Yeah, D, my problem is not the oxygen, honestly. I don't need oxygen. Maybe if I popped all like the oxygen, they'll spawn more enemy. That'll be like a really cool mechanic, you know, like oxygen means more enemy. Like more oxygen, but also less of these canisters equals more spawns of enemies. Just saying, D, I'm giving you ideas for free, not that you motherfuckers will ever use them. Just like the 200 pages of Valkyrie feedback, and D is like, well, what? No, we're not gonna implement any of that. By the way, I just wanna say one thing about Warframe and the way they think. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna make my peace with Valkyrie for the last time. Valkyrie, a cat, doesn't have a mechanic that involves 9 lives. I'm just gonna say that. You'd think like something like a health gate system. Like the first time you get killed, you know, her little meter, she gets killed, but she's not dead. She like recovers all her HP instantly. But her iframes last for like maybe half a second. Her iframes last half a second like an overguard. And then she loses her other like second life, and then it becomes like 2 seconds of iframe. Like basically a little bar gets divided into 9 sections, something like that. You'd think they'll do something with 9 lives. I mean, then again, they put the character got Loki and Mirage. You know what I find funny? Loki and Mirage should be inverted, no? I mean, Mirage has all the trickster skills compared to Loki.
Additional life support has arrived.
Is that good? Can I sell that? For Kuva? Oh wait, I can't. Wow, Kuva is so bad, man. D, there are literally no enemies. What's going on? Okay, I have to Google this. Hold on. Arbitration alerts reward 1 unit of Vita's essence every rotation. So every 5 minutes I get 1? So aren't there like faster bear missions then? Survival is not it then, is it? Okay, arbitration ME spawns. The more players are in your squad, the more enemies spawn. Why is that a thing though? But I don't want to play with people because they bring Hydroid all the time. That doesn't do anything for these missions. I would rather have like 3 Serenes than a single Hydroid. I like to imagine someone out there right now is going to be like, well, Serene is the worst one for these missions because, you know, her spores don't work with the arbitration thing. And I'm like, that's not the point. Last I checked, the tentacles don't grab the little drones, you know, that's the entire point. They're also immune to some statuses, no? So what is the point of survival? Wouldn't something like excavation be better then? Because excavation, what is it, like... Yeah, I think excavation might be like 3 minutes, right? 3 or 2 minutes? It would be better, no? D, you're killing me with these decisions you guys make randomly. Who cares? Who cares if this is how the game works? Just spawn more enemies. Why else am I in survival? For the enemy count? No? Today I don't even get... Dude, this is so bad. Today I didn't even get like 3 Vitas within the 30 minutes. Wait, it's 20, so I should have 2 by now. Mother, please. Okay. I have 1 Vitas. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Should be 5 total. Okay, so I got 5. Wow. D, like, what can I do, man? People are gonna bring Hydroid. I don't even know why they're bringing Hydroid to these missions. Does it make any sense? On the wiki, it even specifies, like, some Warframes that can't mechanically interact with the entire arbitration system. Hydroid is one of them. So are people just spamming Hydroid for this mission? My balls hurt. They hurt so badly. My balls are like, please let us go, man. I'm like, no, you stay there. Another survival. Okay, let's try luck. Maybe I should bring a Necros. Okay, let's try luck. Maybe, but you see, this is like so stupid. Right? Okay, let me check here. Rhino Prime, Frost Prime. Okay, we don't have any Hydroid. Okay, this looks good. Okay, but you see, this is stupid because if I want to do it solo, I could go to one of the Kuva missions, right? I could just go into one of those and get like 200 Kuva every time, plus the Kuva roll itself, plus the Kuva get. So I can average maybe like 300 Kuva per turn instead of like 5.
Come you go. You know you treat this bungalow like a freaking hotel.
Are you calling me a slut dad? So we made 5 Vitas within the first 5 minutes. This is more like it.
Keep up the good work.
This is more of what I expect. Apparently you can't do this game solo for some reason. Why out of all the mods not this one solo? D, what the fuck do you care what I do with my private life, man? You're not my dad. I swear D something nursed the game as if like they're our parents. And that's what really gets my balls in a twist. I'm like, so? What do you guys care? It's our game. Yeah, it's your game. But why are you nerfing it or like changing things around as if you know my balls belong to you? Just because every single simp out there is like, oi, please, my queen, testicular contortion doesn't mean I was done with testicular contortion, man. Yeah, look, these drones are spawning like much more reliably now. Can't they put the option of steel pad for these missions? I don't understand. Like, would it hurt them? Got you, loser. I hate you. I hate you, D. I love you, D. Fuck you, D.
Body bag for one.
Shut up, sexy dad. Farming not even once, man. Is there a Void Cascade? That was a Void Cascade, man. Fuck you, D, honestly, this time frame. You're doing this on purpose, right? You don't watch my videos and you're doing this on purpose. I can tell. I can smell the bullshit coming out of that hole. I bet you guys are gonna buff the Brahma because of me you didn't, right? I know I don't know what you guys think, huh? Like typical Canadians. Oh, a big drone! Huh? A bola, man! D, we lost our value again! We're back to like 10 only for the 15 second. Also when I alt tab it stutters. Why? Arbitration is the one mission where you've tabbed, it stutters for like 1 second. I have no idea why. Dude, this sucks. This quote-unquote Kuva farm sucks, man. Are you sure you guys don't mean like just normal Kuva farming? It seems like it's possible to do it, maybe even solo. No? What is Vitas adding for me?
Neutral.
Dad, are you trying to impress me? Because every time you're near me, you start speaking. Neutralize. Hold on. Oh. What the? Oh, the guy was trying to scan it, most likely used up something. That's like so funny, man.
The spores have almost completely saturated the atmosphere. You need
I'm gonna
to get
saturate you, okay? Dude, we had such a good start. What the fuck happened? Please, somebody must have stored some Vitas in their lockers, man. Police. Oh my god, my balls are gonna blow out of their socket. D? I like the first hit these things take no matter what. They have some kind of like mini shield system, like that shield gates themselves. Okay, so the arbitration drones have shield gating, but Valkyrie is fucked. Yo, man, yo, you and your balanced decisions, you know, just saying. Where did you find them? In a tree in Timbuktu? Oh, please, Dad, nobody wants to sweat. You know, it's been really weird to be a kid that has like a hot dad, like a hot single dad, a hot single tragic dad. He was in love with his wife, but she passed away and he had to raise the kids by himself and he never dated. He's hot and single and all your friends are just, you know, keep on. Imagine how sad it would be to one day find out that your friends are only friends with you because they're hoping to shag your dad. Dude, D, my balls! What is this tragedy? Dude, D, I can't even. Like, I literally can't. I literally cannot. I cannot even. So we have about 5, 10, 15, 20. So like 4 Vitas. Right, it's not it's rotation based. So we have 10 Vitas out of 20 minutes. Like, these are bad numbers, man. 1 Vitas every 2 minutes approximately. They're not dropping Vitas. Man, honestly, farming a Warframe has to be like the worst thing ever. Because, you know, most other games you have like 1% chance of dropping a sword or whatever, and once you get the sword, that's it. In Warframe, it's more like you have 6% chance of needing to farm a whole bunch of resources in order to craft the item in question or buy it. You know, if you think about it, you need about 25 Vitas, right? 25 Vitas for, I think, like 10,000. I don't remember. But I think for like 10,000 Kuva. If you run the math in terms of percentages, this means your average, not Kuva, but Vitas drop rate, it's more like 0.6% overall drop rate because of how many you need. You guys find any Vitas? Don't hide, man. Okay, no, you don't find anything. Fuck you. Okay, so approximately the actual drop rate chance of an item overall, because of how many you need, is more like 1%. These are terrible numbers, D. I know that's not how it works, but I'm calculating like the overall as well. Oh my god, one more, holy shit. See, I complain, I show numbers, these like quick, like reward this guy before he exposes our sins. I know, it's a farming mechanic, I don't know what I expect, but at the same time, it's like... Come on, man, there has to be a way for the Kuva. Like, the Riven mods are not worth the Kuva. 3,500, okay, whatever, but the, like the farming method, honestly, for them is terrible. Dude, 90% of the weapons can't roll a good Riven. You literally need a perfect Riven. Where to get all that Kuva? Previously, I just had them. Because I never used the Kuva system. Maybe if people actually knew how to roll their Rivens correctly, you know, I'd have bought it instead. But, you know, people are too stupid to roll their Rivens correctly. Sorry, I have to say, honestly, people are stupid when it comes to rolling Rivens. Multi-shot that, multi-shot this. They see one multi-shot. Quick, 10,000 platinum. Why 10,000 platinum? Because 10,000 platinum. It has a multi-shot. Yeah, we have galvanized mods nowadays. Dude. No, multi-shot. Please, I beg you. My family relies on me on selling this platinum for real money. Otherwise, my wife will leave me. My kids will disown me. My grandparents will come from the grave and, like, you know, take my life away. My dad will say I'm a waste of seed. You don't understand? Please, just let me have this. Let me pretend multi-shot still matters in Riven mod. I just love that because I actually got a hate message about that. I actually got a hate message by somebody saying you're stupid. You're the stupid one. You don't know how multi-shots work. And I'm like, okay, man, what? I don't reply to them. I don't want to deal with that, honestly. They can believe whatever they want, but oh my god. Fun fact, it was from one of the clans, the big clans. They even their username had a clan tag in front of it. That, you know, try to manipulate the market every time. It depends on the weapon. Riven mods don't depend on the weapon. You can literally run the math. Galvanized mods completely overshadow them. Minimum you need on a Riven mod is 0.7 because of the galvanized mods. So you can get away with a 65 or even a 6, but not a 55. Galvanized mods did so much damage to the Riven market, and people are like, well, you know, Riven, this one way for D to make money. I'm like, no, D literally deleted Riven mods thanks to galvanized mods. That's not a joke. You can run the math all you want. That's fact. That's simple fact. Also, Riven mods can't roll status damage. You know the status damage mod. Oh my god, stick that ananas. What frames give dogs Jasper? Jasper? Oh, it's your name. That was their name. No, Rhino, no! Okay, see, the strategy is to have somebody die so more of these enemies spawn so you can actually save them. What did Ember develop an egg? What's going on? Oh yeah, where was I? About Riven mods, so a whole thing happened there. But yeah, also like sometimes on Reddit you'll see people like be like, don't Reddit, sorry, not Reddit. D can't do this, D can't do that, D can't do this. Because otherwise then Riven mods are gonna die and then D can't make money anymore. And I'm like, dude, that's not how it works. That's not an excuse, honestly. And they don't realize galvanized mods like completely ruin the market for Rivens. I mean, D didn't even update them, you know, to be correctly done. Multi-shot needs to increase and they need to add status damage to the Rivens to make them worth it again. Like the flat status damage, not like status like heat or something. The like pistol elementalist. Then D is like, well, we're gonna start all the Riven mods from like 0.6 from now on, so we don't nerf them. Also, it's based upon how many people use the weapon and all that kind of stuff. And then they lied. I haven't seen a single weapon increase by a decent amount. The Riven scaling is like by 0.05, and then people try to sell them for like 10,000 platinum. I'm like, dude, literally Scorch on a pistol for 90% of the weapons does more damage than a Riven mod, a perfectly rolled one. Like, you need a perfect rolled one to get anything out of it. What about the weapon with a rating of 1? Well, that's the exception, no? How many are there? And nobody uses them. Like, no, seriously, how many people use the Twin Roga? No, seriously, how many people use the Twin Roga? Do you? No. Because it's a bad weapon. Okay, then buy Riven for it and stop complaining. It gives you like 200% multi-shot and like, I think 300, almost 400% damage. And even then, multi-shot sucks on it. What do you mean it sucks on it? Dude, run the math. If you have 4 okay. If you have 1 bullet... Oh, we're getting rewarded now. If you have 1 bullet that does 100 damage, crit and everything. Okay, total damage is 100. If the total damage is 100 and you have 3 bullets because of galvanized multi-shot, which is 3.3 actually, the day rolled over. I like how this game barely works, and then there are places where like stuff like this, the dailies roll into the map. I just love these logic in not bouncing, but like, you know, debugging the game. But run the math here. If you have 3 bullets with galvanized multi-shot, okay, and you add on average 1 more bullet, okay, that becomes 4 bullets. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't know, but it becomes 4 bullets, right? If each bullet does 100 damage, thank you Windows for the update. If each bullet does 100 damage total, crit and everything, it has a 100% chance of critting. Everything is like 100 damage. 100 times 4 is 400. Right? Am I stupid or what? Okay. if you have galvanized shot
Life support has
and
been
3.3 bullets, forget about 3.3 bullets, just make it 3 bullets, why not? You add crit damage, crit chance, and you add base damage to each bullet. And each bullet does 200 damage. 200 times 3, maybe I'm stupid, is 600. It's more like 660 because it's 3.3 in terms of DPS. So you're doing like 660 damage. Your overall damage increased by 3 times instead of not even not even 50%. And then people are like, okay, what about, you know, status chance and all that kind of stuff? I'm like, okay, you get multi-shot. Okay, 60%. That becomes 4 bullets. 4 bullets. Each one has 50% chance of doing status. Or you can get more status on each bullet that you already have, and it either makes it 100 or 75, whatever the base number is. Which one are you gonna go with? If you also use diminishing returns, the first shot, you know, does like you divide it by 3 not 3 every time, like you reduce it by 33% or whatever. The first shot does 50% status chance. The next one is something around like 33, and then the other one is like 22, or is it 15? I forget. It's like that diminishing return number. You're doing more damage per bullet per shot with a status chance. Adding that one extra bullet doesn't add anything. Why are people still going with multi-shot? Just absolutely fucking kills me. And then they charge 10,000 platinum for it. It absolutely destroys me when I see that kind of math happening in Warframe. Like, you multiply the thing by 3, how many multi-shots you have? What is that +1 multi-shot gonna do to you anyways? And especially if you go on the higher weapons, like for example Burston. Burston I think has the highest value, it's something like 1? Or is it higher? Like basically Burston, multi-shot is almost 2, almost. With Galvanized it becomes I think 6, because like the number rolls over. On the other hand, the base damage, the crit damage, etc., everything like that is... Like damage, for example, I think it reaches all the way to like 300, almost like a free, what do you call it? What is it called? A free merciless. Because 3.3 times, if you have 100 damage, please another Vitus, man. Wow, Vitus farming rate sucks donkey balls, doesn't it? If we have 100 damage, 100 times 3, just base damage, I'm not even talking about crit, it becomes 300 damage per bullet. 300 times 3 is 900. 100 bullet damage multiplied by total of 6. It's 600! It's 50% less! Where are people getting this extra multi-shot number for? This is why all my builds are so fucking bad when I came back to Warframe, because like I'm just looking at stuff, I'm believing people, and I'm like, you know, I must be stupid, I clearly don't understand anything. Everybody's like, multi-shot, stick multi-shot in your weapon. You know, my pistols have still that 60% multi-shot with a fire rate, like a little torrent. Little, it's tiny, it's useless nowadays. Little torrent is literally a 50% damage loss on your weapons of any kind. That's how completely outscaled that thing is, that thing. Because you go from doing like you know, three bullet shots to doing 4, but then you're not multiplying the damage by anything. I mean, if you want damage, multi-shot is still another form of damage, you know, like crit damage, multi-shot, and damage. You know, it's damage. You're gonna get one. It's either max DPS, or it's in 3rd place, or in 2nd place, depending on the weapon. That's fine. But oh my god, people are charging 10,000 platinum for something that is actually worse damage? And that is the best part. People can secretly like pick up some really good Rivens for the higher multiplier weapons. If they don't go with multi-shot, they in fact get more damage. That's what I love about it. That's the secret sauce. Those cheap Rivens do more damage than the multi-shot 10,000 platinum mods. And those motherfuckers don't notice it. And the problem is, like you know, like people are just stuck in the market. They're not gonna change their attitude. You could literally like spend hours making a video, and no, people are just gonna be still charging multi-shot. Ribbons, man. Not even once. Not even once.
We will all share in this bounty.
Whoa, 3 times
Hold out
Vitus!
as
No
long
way,
as you can.
Holy shit, you're forgiven. How many Vitus we have? 16? 16 plus 9? I think we have 9. Do we have 9? Or yeah, I think we have 9. 9 plus 16. Yeah, we're nowhere to like 1-to-1 as per usual. We're not gonna take it. We are not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Or I shot your cat in the butt. And it was like, why did you shoot the cat in the butt? The cat was very perplexed. Do you think at one point in history, like some warrior, you know, like an archer, ever shot a cat in the ass by mistake? Instead you make art of my drifter playing Duviri. Okay, calm down, Satan. You don't need to get so personal now. This is considered hate speech, you know, just saying. Heart of my operator. Okay, listen. Just because Steve McSteverson was like, kids, wink wink, okay, I'm not going there.
And that is it for fan art this fine day.
Those are really, yeah.
But Steven, these are your children. These are your space children.
Not really. Where even Queen RG herself was like, Steve! The kids! That's what they all say. Queen RG. Okay, the joke didn't work out. Madame R. Big Boss R. Big Boss R. Well, we have to give her a code name, you know. You can, that who shall not be named, you can't simply say their name out loud like that. They call her the heart! I mean, to be fair, many years ago, she did say it on stream. Incidents happen. Yeah, they do happen. They do happen, and she survived, that's why she became director. I like to imagine everybody else at the studio felt bad, so they made her director after that incident specifically. Which is totally understandable, because back then, you know how Twitch was. If you're not showing your boobies everywhere on Twitch, you know, Twitch would be like, ah, you said the word! Even though clearly it wasn't how it was spelled, and that person baited you to saying that word. And your action isn't, you know, we at Twitch, fuck you. God, remember back then how people just spammed that word all over the place? They thought they were like so smart about it. Ow, my knee, ow! Ow! I'm gonna say it honestly, because I already slurred my words, it's gonna come out all kinds of wrong. But ow, my knee, ow! Ow!
Good fortune, Hunter.
Ow, Miss Becca, ow, my knee hurts, ow! Ow! By the way, here's my full name, ow! It better develop some tumors on it. Ow! My knee has some tumors. My knee has some tumors. What am I holding? The gun is invisible. Dude, what is the AVEX sniper rifle? Very vicious, clean, and precise. It's so clean that you can't see the rifle. Dude, the rifle is too clean. It's too clean. It's way too clean. Ah, okay. D. First of all, it's not clean. Okay, it's not clean, it's pretty dirty. 25 Vitas Essence that can take up till an hour to get 10,000 Kuva. Why?
These honors were well earned, Tenno.
My ass was well earned. How about that, daddy-o? Is there a way not to get Kuva, man? Faster Kuva, I'll even gladly pay it with platinum. Oh. Also, listen, Steve was a bit drunk that day. A bit dirty is a clean to any man in drunk wine. Drunk wine, huh? You're going with a wine excuse, huh? Doesn't this weapon have a signature thing that you absorb more Kuva, maybe? I don't know, D. Kuva. Kuva! Is there Kuva in here? Kuva! D, please! My fix! Kuva! I'm not even gonna get 10 rolls out of this, fuck you! 2 days of farming D for like less than 10 rolls! D, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die! Please, I beg you! Honestly, at a certain point, your server should read the data and be like, give this guy something, man. I ran out! Why? Why? Why?
Nora is all about incentivizing.
What are you incentivizing?